questions here. Hold on, guys. Yes, Mike D, the smaller time frame generates more signals. That's why I like to use the 5-minute opposed to the 1. Jeff, mentorship program. If you're interested in it, I have a lot of questions here. Please contact me, email me, or fill out the form there on the bottom. And I can't get back to everybody because there's just too many people asking for it. But I have my assistant Nate that will contact you. And really, I want to qualify you before we have a little conversation if it's for you. It's not for everybody. Some people don't take it seriously. This is a life-changing event that I propose. I want you guys to be day traders, quit your job, and be profitable, right? So it depends, Jeff. If that's what you're looking for, this to be your sole income, then that's great. But if it's like a part-time thing, Jeff, I want to trade here and there, you can still take the mentorship program, but the benefit is really for you to change your life and do something and live your dream. Bob Cunha, how many contracts do you trade? I think I answered that. Answered that already. 10 and 20. All right, Bob. All right, JR, you got the question there on the scalp, right? Steve F. Will the 6-month payment be applied to the lifetime? Yeah, Steve. If you purchased a lifetime and you tell me, hey, I'm sorry, if you purchase the 6 months and after 6 months you say, hey, I love it, set me up with the lifetime, Steve, I would honor that. Okay? It's not a problem. Jim, I like the idea of 2 to 4 points a day and not trade all day. The problem is taking a loss or two with a large number of contracts and not being able to stay profitable. I have to agree with you, Jim. You're going to encounter days, right? Because not every day is going to be like today, right? Where everything works out. You're going to have a day where you lose 2 points, right? Or you lose 3 points. And Kathy also was, I'm not going to say concerned, but it was also something that was on her mind. So the only thing that I could say to you is that if you are consistent in what you do, one day, right, one losing day is not going to destroy you, okay? And I know that word is harsh, but trading destroys people. You can't let one day destroy you. So you have to, as far as looking towards tomorrow, you have to think to yourself, I can recoup that loss within a day, and if it's a really bad day, maybe 2 days, and move forward. And that's where the consistency aspect comes in, Jim, right? So I don't want a day that you lose money destroy what you have done for the last, for example, the last 10, 11, 12 days have all been winners on the at the open method. Are we going to have a loss coming up? Sure, absolutely. But you have 12 days of winning trades. It's consistency, guys. All right, JR, you're welcome. Kathy, all right, Kathy there. Already gave her experience. Mike D, do you trade using wedges, flag breaks, pennants? No, I don't use any of that stuff. You're welcome, Bob. Nick. Other than psychological effect, do you think the market can absorb 20 contracts instantly, or it takes some time for the lot to be absorbed? Great question. If price obviously goes through your limit order, Nick, you're going to get filled regardless. Partial fills do occur, and when that occurs, let's say I get filled on 5 out of my 20 or 10 out of my 20, then it works the same way. I will only take what I got, 5, and be done. I'm not going to re-enter or do any of that stuff. So I do believe the E-mini is liquid enough to absorb 20 contracts. If you look at the DOM, obviously I'm not trading overnight Globex, right, where nothing happens. But during the day, at the firm we used to trade 100 lots of the E-mini. So yeah, it's not a problem at all, Nick. JR, if you were to choose a product to buy, would it be the ATO or Atlas line? JR, I would say to you, it depends on what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for 1 or 2 trades a day only on the E-mini, then the At the Open is for you. And July 31st is the last day I'm providing it. I'm offering it. If you want to trade multiple markets, if you want to trade multiple times a day, right? If you want to have a tool that can help you scalp during the day, right? Then the Atlas line is for you. So it depends if you want to learn something, because the At the Open is a course. I teach you something. It's a actual course. You don't need software. You learn it. And JR, the Atlas line is not a course. I don't disclose. Even though you have a one-on-one webinar, I set you up. I show you how to trade it. You don't really learn much more than that. The ATO, you have to learn a course. All right, JR? All right, Mike. Very good. Mike D. JR, yeah. Steve, great. All right, these are questions. These are all you guys who took profit, right? I'm assuming. Jim took 3 ticks. Do you give much emphasis on the candlestick bot? No, I don't. Let's see here. Mike L here says, would you short below 1103.50? I would rather not, Mike, even though it just broke here. I would not play it that way. That's not how, you know, the pros trade it. Okay, Mike? You're getting short at the worst point. You're getting short at the exact low. And usually what happens, Mike, is price bounces off lows and highs, all right? I go into detail with this in the program, mentorship program, and I explain to you why you shouldn't do that. So the answer is no. I would not take it low, even though if you did, you would have been profitable. I much rather let price come up a little bit and prove it to go short, all right, Michael? Because this is more of a gamble, right? We don't know if it's going to bounce right off it, right? It could. That is something that I don't want to do. I don't want to gamble it. I want to be a higher percentage of the time knowing what I'm doing, all right? John, it's DayTradeToWin.com. Here, let me put this here. It is, well, if you got the link here, you should know the address, but it's DayTradeToWin.com, all right? Wooter, another 2 ticks. Very good. All right, Bob. All right, you got it. Very good, very good. I think I caught up with the questions. Did you guys see the testimonial from Oscar Griffin over in Oregon? I had to actually edit his phone number out because he put his phone number on the video he sent me, and I don't want people calling him. You know, I don't want people, you know, to just call him middle of the night and see if it's for real. So I had to edit his phone number out. But I think it's really a testament on how he feels. He felt that it was, you know, what he learned in the mentorship program was strong enough that he could give out his info and, you know, he could talk to people. And I think that's great, but, you know, I much rather him be contacted by email than you know, him getting all these calls. He will get them. Great questions, guys. All right, any reason to go long, guys? Do we have any reason really to do a long trade, take a long trade? And I gotta say, no. So I'm gonna ask you guys now, could you have picked the bottom on a day like today? And would you, you know, say to yourself, I think now I'm going long, or now it's here, or now's the time? Is this really the way that you should be trading? No. Right? You should have, first of all, an idea of which direction you want to go with, and then you should have a proper setup to allow you to execute that trade properly, right? Because you still could go short and be wrong because you're getting in at the worst possible time, right? Steve says here, I like to watch the indexes as I trade, and it has helped me to stay in a trade by trailing a stop. Have you tried doing this? You mean looking at the Dow, the Russell, and the E-mini, and then seeing what's happening, which one goes in one direction or another, and